So are you looking for a JDM engine for your car and you have no idea how many miles are on it? Well, today we're going to talk about the 50,000 mile or kilometer myth. Basically, it's made up. Everything that you see on in the JDM engine websites about the 35,000 mile average, that's a lie. They're lying to you. There's no way to tell how much these engines actually have unless you go there yourself, take it out, ship it over yourself while it's actually in the car that it started out with. That's the only way to tell. So when you read these misleading titles on websites such as Hmotors online, they're complete BS. Now there is some truth to this. So in Japan, it is actually very expensive to own a car. If you didn't know this already, they have something that's known as shaken, and basically it's an inspection that they do every year, and it is very expensive to do. So here you can expect to pay about $100 to $200, if not less, for an inspection versus in Japan where it's about $1,000 plus. It is also expensive to own a car in Japan. To get your driver's license, you have to take a driver's ed course, and it's like, I believe, several weeks long, and it costs about the same, about $1,000+. So it's way more expensive to own a car there than it is here. So how did this myth get started? Time and time again, I've researched online and I'm trying to figure out why, how this myth is even possible, and I was never able to find my answer online. So actually, when I went to Japan, I talked to various people, and if you want to see the trip, go like right here or something. It's kind of crappy actually. I didn't really film that much. Basically, I talked to a bunch of people, and one guy in particular that I talked to owned an Integra, and basically he says that in Japan, people believe that once the car reaches 100,000 kilometers, they believe the engine is no longer good. I have no idea why they think this. It's kind of crazy to me why they would think such a thing. Here, it's kind of the same, not really. People, the average person believes that once their car reaches 100,000 or 200,000 miles, the engine's going to die soon, so they buy a new car, which is completely stupid, but you should understand by now how these types of myths have kind of started. So people basically get rid of their cars, and then they end up in junkyards. Then the junkyards have these nice cars sitting there, and then they get imported here, and the price gets raised up. So basically people think that the miles are guaranteed to be around 30,000 miles, when in reality they can range to just about anything depending on when the person was ready to give up the car. So I think I know how the myth got started. Also in Japan, what they do weird is they believe that shutting off the engine at a red light saves gas. So basically, to make this video short, sweet, to the point, should you buy a JDM engine? Yes. Why wouldn't you? I'm not saying you shouldn't buy a JDM engine. No, not at all. Just don't believe the misleading titles that some of these websites claim. Also, when you buy these engines, just make sure you tear them down, look at them, get a closer look so you know what you're buying. You don't want to just buy an engine and assume that it has a certain amount of miles, and you drive it for X amount of miles, and you end up snapping the timing belt and being dumb. I hope you enjoyed this quick video, and I will see you in the next one.